Hello and welcome to CAD 2. Today we're going to be talking about the different types of units that are available in AutoCAD and how to do surveyor's units so that we can do a site plan. The first thing that you're going to want to do is to turn off dynamic input because it is not going to help with this process. And then we will go and look at the basic types of units that are available. If I go to the big A and go to Drawing Utilities and then Units, we can see how we set them. And so we have 5 options. The first one is going to be architectural, which we've worked with before, and that gives us feet and inches with fractional inches. The next thing that we have is decimal inches, which gives us everything in decimals. And then we have engineering, which is what we're going to use for surveying, and that gives us decimal inches and feet, and then also gives us the ability to do surveyor's angles, which surveyor's units for angling, and that allows us to give a specific bearing with an angle and direction. We'll be using that for our site plan today. And then finally we have fractional, which is similar to architectural, but it just gives a fraction of a unitless measurement. So 1 unit of measurement instead of an inch or a millimeter. And then we have scientific, which as you can see is based on scientific notation for when you're doing things that need multiple digits of precision. However, today we're going to stick with engineering. And we're going to put our precision at 3 because that's what the assignment that you'll be working on requires. Alright, so then I'll say OK. You would also need to change these things in your dimension styles for when you're dimensioning. Right now I'm going to start off and we're going to be using polar coordinates today. You would be on the object line layer, which you'll rename for this assignment. You start off by clicking where you want to begin the assignment. And then you need to use polar coordinates. And what that means is that you start by doing the @ symbol, because that shows down here in the command sign that you want to start at the point that you have selected or at the previous point that you had ended on. The next thing you do is give the distance that you want. And so for this example, I'm just going to do 70 feet. But the drawing that you'll be doing will have specific examples that you're going to give. And then you're going to say angle, and you're going to say north or south, depending on the example that you're working off of. And I'm going to say 45 for the degrees, and then do a D for degrees. And then I'm going to do the minutes and seconds, and that is, in this case, going to be 0 minutes, which uses the foot symbol. And we'll say 0.5 seconds, which uses the inch symbol. And then I have to give it a final direction of west or east to tell it which direction I want it to slope in. In this case, I'm going to say west. I will hit my enter button, and you will see that I have now created a line that slopes at a 45-degree angle, is exactly 70 feet long, and goes northwest in direction. So that's how you're going to create the basic lines for your assignment. And although the drawing on your assignment is horizontal or vertical, it's actually going to be angled when you have created it. Later today I will be talking about how to do the text alignment in a separate video, and you will have a demonstration of that in class. Thank you.